last we left off, we were in the uh, central city of Kepsa. You have just gotten the flyer about Rosie the River Queen, who is out further out west, and then you can either choose to go after her or head straight north into the mountains, going towards the spot.
And we determined that Rosie, the River Queen, and Rosie, the woman we're looking for, are
It's not the same
coincidentally named
person.
the same. Okay.
Yes.
Did we pick up our cloaks from Tobin?
Yeah, I think we did.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there an item we should add to her?
Oh, yeah. You can literally just look up Tobin's tailored cloaks.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So Geo, of course, has seen his minifig that I made for Doug.
Yeah.
Kelly, did you see the one I made for you?
Yeah, I did. I commented about
Um,
it, but you don't read my messages apparently, so.
I don't get my Discord messages very well.
Well, you mean you don't wait
Boris.
breathlessly by your phone with Discord open, waiting for my message?
Tommaso, your mic sensitivity is too high. You need to turn it down. It didn't pick up your
super
quietness.
low.
It
Is
doesn't
it
say
quiet?
Geo's in the call for me.
Oh.
It says Geo disconnected from the call.
Well, I'm still here if you can hear me.
I can hear you. You're just not here.
You made the cloak again?
Tobin. But I just looked up cloak. And it's in the list.
Tobin.
Apostrophe S. In this case.
Space. TALORED.
That's
Space.
not how you spell tailored. There's an I in there.
TALIORED.
It's still not it. It's TAIL.
TIALORED.
Taylor is TAIL.
Yeah.
Oh, pardon me. TAYLORED.
There we go. Thank you. TAELOR.
Geo is now kill on sight.
I'd like to see you try.
Geo is kill on sight. Walter is on the high watch list.
There's not enough IEGH in this name.
There's so many nice clothes that I want, but that are so expensive.
You can't have them.
I
Okay.
know!
Wow, you're so loud.
It's the force of my anger.
Is everyone ready?
I guess.
I guess. Okay.
Construct made by the neck.
So yeah, let's take a minute to remember where we left off. You were in the central city of Kep, and you had just found the wanted poster for Rosie the River Queen. Not the same Rosie as the one you are currently looking for. She was last seen out west in the fork in the road. She's only, you don't have to go after her. She's just a wanted poster on a wall in the Purgatorium Inn. Or you can continue your main quest heading north towards the Spire.
What do you guys think?
I'm of two minds. One half of me wants to do all side quests as soon as I pick them up at all times. The other side of me
There are two wolves inside of you. One of them wants loot.
Feels like there's a time pressure associated with our main quest because it's possible that the Rosie we are looking for is in some kind of dire peril. It's currently wasting away in a dungeon or being tortured or something horrible. So I feel like we could probably come back for Rosie the River Queen.
Yeah, if they haven't caught her yet, I'm assuming she's still gonna be out and doing what she does best.
I mean, the money she's worked out of like the bounty, she's dangerous. So we have hopes that we probably get her later. That nobody normal has gotten.
North it is then, I guess.
Okay, so we're heading north. All right. It is about noon at the moment. Do you guys want to go out and get any last-minute supplies? Do you want to spend the latter of the day here, head north in the morning?
I don't have anything I need to get.
I mean, at the very
I'm good
least,
to
you
go
could get to
whenever
the
you-
bottom of the mountain. And then
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say we have some daylight. We might as well get traveling.
Oh, okay. Heading north.
I think so.
Me, by the way.
You're cutting in and out. I think, is your sensitivity as low as it can go?
Let me check my sensitivity. It's not as low as it can go, but I can make it that low.
Well, you don't have to turn it down all the way. Just turn it down another tick, and we'll tell you if you need to do it again.
Is it good?
Heard that.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Okay, so you're heading north. You guys, I'm guessing, are you bringing your horses or are you walking?
Can't.
Are
These horses Skyrim horses?
No, up vertically.
Are they at least
Is
decent?
the road suitable for horses? I suppose is the real question.
They are decent horses. You probably won't be able to move at full speed on the horses.
But we will be able to get them across the road.
Okay,
along
my
the
question
road.
is this path suitable for horses, or will it be some like Lord of the Rings?
You
where on
can take
side
the
of a cliff
horses.
face?
It'll make the trip a little bit faster.
Any
There's-
traveling we need to do on open terrain on the other side, we're gonna want to have the horses.
Yeah, so there's no
let's bring the
point in not
horses.
taking them.
So yeah, let's
Yeah.
take the horses.
Okay.
We put an IOU sticker on them if we happen to leave them.
So, you all get your horses. You leave the Purgatorium Inn, and you all make your way heading north. You'll probably reach, if you're just going to the base of the mountains, you could probably make it there by the time the sun goes down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then forward.
I like this.
Well,
All right. So you guys travel for the first day. Let's say everyone make a quick perception check as you your weapons.
Hit my
Let's throw your die.
What was-
Geo- His dice on freaking
What do we roll?
7.
Perception
Wait,
check.
Perception? Okay, hold on. And
Nat 1.
yeah, 10 as well.
Geo is blood.
We use our
God. Yeah,
passives?
this isn't gonna work. I'm the wired headphones.
Oh, really?
I
You're doing-
this computer sucks. I'm swapping to my phone.
You're doing great.
Okay.
No, just use the computer for Discord.
I'm using the one that has the side mic, so it should be fine.
Ooh, good. Just make sure you're talking to the mic this time.
Am I in?
Oh, we're in.
Yeah,
I think so.
Okay, cool.
I'm in.
I'm in. Okay. So, what did everyone roll on their perception?
10.
Everyone rolled 10. I rolled a 10, but without the 0.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for Valark, Jonathan, and Jack.
Oh, wait.
Oh, right.
Start calling him Jimbo.
Oh my.
Jim
You're about to go to the
They're
Shadow
all
Realm,
still in
Jimbo.
the party. They're all still in the party. They all just might not be here. Okay,
They're here in
so
spirit.
the only people that saw anything or that paid attention to detail were Valark and Jack. So everyone else didn't really see much. They kind of just watched in awe as these giant mountains got closer and closer until you could eventually see patches of snow on the side of the road. Different just beings starting to look more and more white as their natural skin starts to show for either hiding or hunting. So, other than that, you've made it to the base of the mountain. You can see the clear path. It's pretty breezy coming from that path, but not too cold that it would be uncomfortable.
I know that you just said this. We were just in Kepsa, yes?
Yes.
We're on the north path from Kepsa toward the Spire.
Okay. So
Yes.
not towards what looks like a stronghold?
Yeah, it looks like strong.
Yeah, it looks like a little stronghold.
Okay.
It's you have to go around that big mountain.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a path through the mountains while still heading up.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. For some reason, my brain got confused, and I forgot where we had to head east. But it was when we I'm sorry, where we headed west. And it was when we went from the World Tree to Kepsa.
Yes.
And I thought for some reason we headed west out of Kepsa, and I was like, we're going the wrong way. What? Okay, I'm sorry. Please continue.
Nope, you're heading the right way.
Okay.
But yeah, you guys can set up camp. The sun is beginning to set. Over, you can kind of see it past some of these mountains. You can see the light shimmering off some of the mountaintops.
I don't think we want to try to traverse mountains in the dark.
Yes, we should set up camp.
Especially when half the party does not have dark vision.
And we should have
You do not have dark
those who
vision.
don't really
I can
need to sleep
cast
and can
dark-
see well in the dark and have decent perception watch.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Dude, I can
who's setting up camp?
I mean, don't we
Or
all need to?
what's everyone? Well,
team effort.
who's making a fire? Because you're all gonna make tents, but you need a fire tonight. No matter what, you need a fire.
I cast Druidcraft on a just
So going through the mountains, you guys will need to have some sort of warmth. Like the cloaks will help a lot, but you'll definitely need a fire, especially at night.
Okay.
All right.
Don't you have a fire spell, Kelly?
I'm looking it up.
if you have Druidcraft, you can use Druidcraft to start out.
I actually don't.
You don't have Druidcraft?
No,
Are you
I don't
for real?
have fire.
I'm pretty
Yes.
sure Valark has crazy fire shit coming out of his everywhere.
He,
Okay,
Valark
guys,
has.
I will deal with the camp.
Okay.
Okay, Walter's dealing with the
Walter's on
campfire.
campfire duty.
Okay.
I need sticks. Let's see here.
I will kick large rocks and pine cones out of the appropriate tent spots so that nobody gets one of those in the back while they're sleeping. It's an important job.
I will test out my new bucket by feeding the horses.
Okay. For everyone else that knows about the bucket, I did have to make it a little bit less handy.
Basically, I was too clever and Tommaso had to nerf it.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
He came up with very smart ways to use it. So now the bucket can only be used about 4 times a day until it needs to recharge.
Oh.
So,
This
yeah.
bucket is out of bucket.
Is out of
the,
bucket.
The bucket will run out of
Okay.
By the way, there's not a counter on the bucket.
Yes, you do. If you click physically on the bucket, a counter will appear in the description of the bucket.
In the equipment?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there are charges. Thank you.
Yep.
I will take Boris and scout in like a sort of perimeter around the campsite just to make sure that there aren't swamps with alligators.
Swamps?
In this area, it's too cold for anything like an alligator to be around.
Uh,
But still, if you want to look for just checking the perimeter, do a quick perception check.
Speak with
It's a 9,
A 9.
which was in fact lower than I rolled last time.
It seems safe enough. You find a couple places that are just pretty bumpy. Some places that are more flat in the area, but nothing seems to catch your eye. Nothing seems to be moving, other than the people setting up camp. Anyone else doing anything before you get in your tents and you head off to sleep?
We're gonna do like first watch and second watch, and whatnot.
You
I
can
will
all
feed
choose to
Boris.
do that.
Are we doing anything before that we go to bed?
No.
Sing campfire
I
songs.
think I've actually
Bet?
prepared new spells
No.
at the last long rest, like some
Any
kind of
animals?
intelligent, forward-thinking person.
Any creatures around?
If you want to roll a perception check, go ahead.
14.
14. You see a couple of like snow foxes kind of just running around the area. Some just burrowing themselves in, some with smaller little groups. Nothing too serious.
I'm gonna
A
do
couple of
a
birds.
Speak with animals spell. And I'm gonna be like, yo, foxes.
Wait, hold on, can I cast Zone of Truth? Just because you can talk with animals doesn't mean they're gonna tell the truth.
What? Why are you so obsessed with this telling the truth thing?
As you
Isn't it
kind of
free?
approach some of the foxes, a lot of them scurry away out of seeing a big figure approach.
Do not worry, I am not that fast.
You kept up with an elf
You
yesterday.
are,
Don't lie
though.
to me.
You're faster than me.
If you want, roll a quick persuasion with advantage.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
20.
About 2 of them stop their scurrying and they kind of just turn around and look at you. And they don't really say anything at the moment. They sniff up at you.
Hello, friends. I just want a simple question from
The smaller one of the two kind of walks a little bit closer. Anything I can help you with?
you. Just simple question is it safe to camp here for the night?
I would think so. I don't
Wonderful.
reckon anything would be bad about here. Are you guys traveling through the mountains?
Yes, we are trying to hit the Spire.
The two little foxes kind of just look at each other. Just be careful. And they both kind of just scurry off.
What a nice group of foxes.
That voice, it sounds like you're doing the like index finger touch thing. Like
E.T. phone home.
no, like the nervous, like I don't know what it's from.
Like the
this thing.
super shy, like index finger touch together, like
Excuse
Yeah.
me, ma'am. Could you spare a little
Yeah.
a little coochie? Any spare coochie, ma'am?
That's how we're asking for coochie from.
Is that how Gio shoots his shot?
That's
Like-
how I shoot my shot.
Gio's a little rusty because he hasn't had to in quite some.
That's true. That's true. Okay, yeah, that's just what that voice sounded like.
Okay.
I
Very
found that
shy.
in our
Like
I think
it's just a fox standing on its hind legs, touching its front paws together.
May I have some coochie, please? I'm sorry to disappoint you, but yeah. So, yeah, it is safe to stay here for the night.
Alright.
I will do the first watch with Shifu.
Alright.
Anyone
Anyone staying up with him?
Just
I mean, I can also because I don't need a long rest.
Master
Okay.
Crush. How was your vision in the dark?
Oh, I can cast dark vision if I need to.
Okay.
I will cast dark vision on myself.
See, I just-
What is the range of your dark vision?
and
60 feet.
60 feet. Okay.
so I can't do better, so there's not necessarily a reason for me to stay up.
I can give it to you too if you need it.
He has dark
Well,
vision.
I have
Okay,
to.
then cool. Then, yeah, I'll give it to
But
you.
it's always helpful to have someone awake with you.
Yes.
Is anyone going to volunteer? Or
Oh, Kelly did it.
I guess Vilart can also do it.
Oh, so me, Kelly, and
Sorry.
Well, Kelly or
Sprang.
Sierra, are you volunteering to spend the night with Master?
When you put it that
Phrasing.
way, who cares?
Tommaso, I beg you to think before you speak.
I don't do that at all.
When you put it like that, it doesn't sound like a time.
A night with a total.
Steamy. It's like one of those like
The paperback
Are you-
romance you didn't know
Sarah?
you needed.
Sierra, are you volunteering
Yes,
to
I'm
take
sorry.
watch?
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's one of the.
Everyone else goes to sleep while the two of you kind of just sit around the campfire. Both of you with your animals sitting with you, both asleep in your arms.
Oh.
That's adorable.
Um,
So wholesome.
That's a very wholesome image, Walter.
either of you, you can either both roll a perception check, or one of you can do it with advantage.
You wanna do the honors. Roll with advantage.
Whoa. Wait, who's rolling this advantage?
Either one of you, or you are now.
I'm
I
bestowing
am?
it upon you. Yes.
Yep.
Oh. I'm sorry, I was chewing, I didn't hear.
Throw them dice.
Oh god. It's like on the edge of my mouse pad.
Is it cocked?
Yeah.
Reroll it.
All right, roll it again. If it's cocked, you can re-roll it.
19.
19. Wow.
Spicy meat.
So the sun, you can still kind of see just a little bit of daylight off in the distance, but very, very, very dim. But other than that, you see a couple of the foxes kind of reappearing now that you have all kind of gone to sleep. A couple of owls perched up on trees. Very calming. Not much. All right. So as the first watch comes to fruition, who's taken watch, or who's taken the second watch?
So volunteers?
Jack and
Anyone gonna volunteer? You and Jack?
Cool.
Yeah.
Before I lose this action to do it like I did last time, I'm gonna give Dimm dark vision.
Okay.
Wow, that's so considerate of you.
Yeah, you didn't let me consider it last time when I tried.
You didn't do
See,
it last time, bro.
I did. I tried
Just
to.
random question: do you have like a
I have a it's a
spell?
spell. It's a druid spell.
Okay.
Level
Because
2
yeah, I
dark
just have
vision.
it. I just have passive like dark
Yeah,
vision
you-
from my character.
As a turtle, I do not have dark vision, but I can cast it
Okay.
as a druid.
Oh,
I
Mhm.
see.
sorry.
It's a very useful spell. Doesn't it only last an hour though?
8 hours.
8 hours, okay.
So it's pretty much supposed to be used at night for 8 hours, you know?
Yeah.
It's realistic. Though.
I can smack something and make it glow. It's basically the same thing, right?
I can
Slaps,
completely miss several different slingshot throws.
slaps bear. Run.
Okay.
Specs
Runs.
there.
Smacks.
So-
Smacks Crush.
Crush and Syrah, you guys eventually find your a nice, comfortable position with your animals with you to fall asleep. As Dimm and Jack take over the watch.
So should I just roll with advantage
Yeah, roll with advantage.
for perception?
Yep.
All right. Best of two 18s is 18.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Hey.
So, second part of the watch, you kind of just take a moment to kind of glare over some of the mountaintops that you can kind of see, because your dark vision allows you to see only 60 feet, but you can still kind of make out some figures out in the distance.
Mm-hmm.
As after a couple of maybe like 2 hours of staying awake, you notice off the top of one of the mountains kind of up north, you see some pretty big hairy humanoid figure kind of just staring down at you, and as it recedes back up into the mountain.
I kind of tap Jack on the shoulder. You see the abominable snowman up there?
Sorry.
He kind of looks in the direction that you point. I don't see anything up there.
It's almost as big as me. That's it. I got nothing.
As your watch kind of goes by, there are moments of chatter between the two of you, but he just continues to read the tome that he picked up at Tobin's.
What a very watchful person.
Yeah, what a bitch.
He pays attention, but
If there's obvious signs of I mean, he doesn't have dark
Yes.
vision.
No. He can only see a good 30 feet around, and that's it.
Close quarters. Close quarters.
He's making sure his companion doesn't fall asleep. All right.
He's the
So-
quote unquote navigator.
Who?
Just the person who says they'll stay awake to make sure the other person stays awake and then doesn't.
Oh. I see.
Okay. So, one last watch for the night. Grimuld, if you want to stay asleep, Valark can do it. Or you can do it with Valark or Jonathan.
I mean, I feel like Jonathan has done absolutely nothing for a while now.
All right, so you want to take watch with Jonathan?
Sure.
Okay. So you can also roll perception with advantage.
Okay.
Before I go to bed, I tell him, careful, there's a Bigfoot up there.
Okay.
Without any other context.
Just nods. Right. 15.
15, that's not bad.
17. With,
17, even better. All right. So similarly, as about 2 hours go by, you kind of just relax and you talk with Jonathan about who knows what, just you two.
Two dudes
To
being
Bant?
bros.
Two dudes being bros.
Just two bros.
Just two
being-
dudes being gay.
But yeah, about maybe 2 hours in, you get the feeling that you are being watched. Though you remember the words of Dimm in the back of your head saying, "There's a Bigfoot up there."
The words of
As-
Dimm.
As you kind of look up towards the north path, as kind of just looking around as best you can up on the mountains, you do see a big figure watching over your camp as it slowly once again recedes back into the mountains.
1-800-BIG-YIKES.
Is that what your character says?
No.
That's 1-800-BIG Yikes.
No, I'll also mention it to my companion. So I
1-800.
assume.
So the big man wasn't lying.
No, it seems not. I didn't get a very good look though, and it backed up as soon as I noticed it.
Oh, that's
If it had wanted to attack us, it probably would have done that by now. So we can take some comfort in that, I suppose.
I suppose. Well, hopefully it doesn't get any bright ideas.
Not here in this dim light.
All right. So
Kill him now.
as you guys finish your time as with the watch, you can kind of see the light finally, after multiple hours, break. Even though it seems like the sun would have already been up for you, you kind of feel the sunlight finally break over some of the mountains as it's very, very bright, glistening off the snow. But your horses are all rested up. Everyone in the party is nice and rested. And you guys are continuing your trudge up north.
Yes.
Yerp.
Or Kaderki.
Though I will disseminate.
That you two saw a Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Okay.
So last night there was something watching our camp.
And Dimm goes, "Yeah,
Yeah.
I told
As soon
you."
as I noticed it, it backed off and went up the mountain. But we should stay vigilant. If anybody sees anything, signal, and we can
Can I
group up and be careful.
Whoa. Can I do a nature check on that? Like, to see if I know anything about abominable snowmen.
It would be referred. Yeah, I guess roll it.
Oh, not bad. Not bad. That's a. Oh, that's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Plus 5
All right.
for nature.
So, with your recollection of Raktiel, you do seem to remember different kinds of Yeti living in the mountain. Yet it be. There are different. There might be just regular, somewhat smaller, just regular Yeti compared to its slightly meaner, bigger brother, the abominable Yetis. Which, if you see one of those, you might want to make a run for it.
Okay.
Yes.
But there have been many Yeti sightings in the mountains.
Okay. Well, I got what I need. I'll relay that information to the party.
Okay. So now you all know that Yetis are pretty common in the mountains.
The large
Wonderful.
Yetis.
Okay. Do you perchance recall anything about precautions to be taken for safe Yeti encounters?
Yeah. Big
Wait,
stick.
yeah.
And I kind of ding the top of my axe.
Want me to roll it again?
Thank you, Dimm.
Sure, if you want to roll another one to see if there's a way
Okay.
to go against the
Nature
Yeti.
checks will say.
Or like, avoid them. Do you bang pots together to scare them off? Like,
I ain't get no sleep because of y'all.
Y'all ain't gonna go get no sleep 'cause of
Sorry.
me.
weirdly applicable given the circumstances.
What will a 23 get?
23. Yetis are not a big fan of fire.
Okay. So
If they have a very big fear of fire.
I didn't prepare a fire spell besides.
okay, so
Yeah, but I got
Valark, you're up. Get ready to scare the Yetis away should one get too close.
Let me check Valark's spells really quickly to see if he
I
actually does have
recall
a
he
fire
had
spell.
some.
I know he has a sacred flame, but that's radiant damage.
But it looks like fire still, right?
It looks like a big ball of light.
Fair enough. Maybe do an intimidation check.
I think the only fire related thing.
Yeah, that's like his closest spell to fire.
Look at Sierra and be like, do you know?
Yeah, it is
IS
flame like radiance, so okay. I'll allow that to be a fire like spell.
I'll allow it.
They probably just do like a intimidation check to see if they really are think it's
Yeah.
I do. I'm gonna. Knowing that, I'm gonna prepare.
I mean, you can.
Searing
It's the
smite.
morning. We can prepare if you want to.
Yeah, you can prepare. Since you took a long rest, you can prepare a couple new spells.
It's still the morning, so we can.
Yeah.
We can
Yes.
make Kelly fall asleep on her horse, and she can prepare.
Yes. I have prepared my searing smite, which will
Excuse
allow
you.
me to.
What?
Okay.
You can do a short rest and prepare spells as a high elf.
Smack things with fire damage. I'm ready. Okay.
Okay.
Lovely.
So
About-
you guys reboard your horses as you continue your trek up north, now being slightly wary of yetis and abominable yetis living in the mountains. So, everyone, roll a perception check.
There goes my rolls.
14.
That one.
Set.
Oh
14.
dear. I also rolled in that one. Oh.
And of course, the Goliath comes out on top.
See, your boy got that 7.
7?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the only one that seems to notice this, because he was kind of fascinated right before he went to sleep, he's kind of just looking around as you kind of smile, looking up at the mountains. You do see a couple of, like last night, a couple of, not just one, but quite a few yetis looking down at you from somewhat high up mountaintops as they kind of just leer over rocks at you. Everyone else, it's a little too bright at the moment to see anything.
Because of the white backdrop.
Yeah. You just, Dimm, just barely, you just make out the slight red eyes of these yetis staring down at you.
God damn mountain, big feet following us around.
I feel like Dibb's the kind of person be like, I done seen it. I tell you.
I tells you, I saw it. I was abducted by aliens. They probed my butt.
Yep, that's something Dimm would say.
Okay. But for the first couple hours of the trek, you do notice them, but nothing, they don't seem to be mindful of you at all. They know you're there, but they don't really care about it.
Okay, good to know.
So a couple hours go by. You do still notice them. Some of them slowly, like, walking up on the mountains beside your horses, just a good 60 feet up. No one else seems to notice them.
I'm just like telling you everything I know about Yetis while they're just.
So about, I would say, probably about 5 hours into the ride. I need everyone. Who would you say is at the very back of the group?
I mean, I'm the slowest, but also I think my horse is the mediumist.
Okay. Well, okay. Who's definitely in the front? Who's in front?
Dimm.
Dimm's in front.
Like, yeah. I think I'll be
Okay.
second.
Yeah, I'll be in the middle.
I'll take the rear guard.
You'll take the
I'd
rear.
like to keep track of everyone.
Okay.
Squishy people.
So Dimm, Crush, and Syrah, make a quick dex save.
Fuck.
Or everyone roll a dex save. Everyone roll a dex save.
I get advantage on dex saves.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know I'm rolling twice.
That's
18.
fine.
9.
Just let me know if you get lower than a 12.
Well, yeah, I rolled lower than 12.
I got 9 also.
Okay.
Mine was an 18.
Okay. And then Elek, what did you roll for a dex save?
6.
6. Okay. So everyone that rolled lower than a 12, also do a quick animal handling check for me.
Oh, I messed with the
Fuck.
wrong animal handler check.
Fuck. What do we have to beat?
Okay.
What'd you roll?
What do we have to beat?
I'm
7.
not saying that yet.
6.
23.
Fuck.
23. Okay.
Wait. 23.
So, Elek, what did you roll?
7.
7. Okay. So, as you guys are kind of trotting along the path, you take notice as a somewhat small, like an avalanche kind of starts crumbling down the mountain. As you all kind of
small avalanches.
It's not very big. It's just a couple of mounds of snow just sliding down the mountain, somewhat quick, but not much that you would, if you got stuck under it, it would only be probably up to like your waist.
Dimm's waist or my waist?
Your waist.
Okay, good.
So
Dimm,
Dimm's
you would
ankle.
be up to like your quad.
Dimm's ankle.
My thick, meaty thighs.
Yep.
Hey, Chio.
So as this kind of comes down, you all kind of pull back on your reins to try and not get trapped into this snow coming right in front of you. As you do this, Dimm, as the first person in the group, you kind of pull a little bit too hard back on your horse as it bucks straight up, and it kind of starts to fall with you on it. As you fall right into the snow, and your horse lands pretty well, but just gallops off.
My horse gallops off.
Yep. Along with Grimuld's horse.
Damn it! I just unprepared my fine steed.
You just
spell.
unprepared it.
Yeah, I was like, man, I'm never gonna use this shit.
Ba, 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 ba,
Wait, I think I got it here somewhere.
Elek's getting out the clown kit? I don't know where.
Jesus, Kelly, he's already dead.
Okay. So yeah, it's just you two have lost your horses. As the two people that got knocked off their horses, do a quick perception check with.
Oh wait, who did get knocked off our horses?
Yes, who did get knocked off.
20. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
11.
11. That's still fine. As you kind of slowly get up and look, both of you, towards where the snow had originated the fall, you do notice a group of about 5 or 6 Yetis about 70 feet up on the mountain.
Assholes.
Those goddamn snow feet trying to kill me with their stupid snow, and I crunch up a snowball as tight as I can take it, and I throw it as hard as I can at them.
Can the official name of them now be Snow?
Which are you aiming for? One of them specifically?
I am aiming at them.
Roll to hit.
Roll to hit. Oh,
Yeah.
I have to.
Is it
With
a Dimma
disadvantage
strike?
because you're so far.
Am I rolling to hit as if this were a Dimma strike? I guess it's the same.
It's a ranged attack.
Okay. Wait, with disadvantage?
Yes.
15.
15. So as you crunch this snowball in your hand, it's pretty big because your Goliath hands are pretty big. You just get this big, for everyone else picturing this in your head, it's probably the size of like a basketball.
Oh shit.
As he crunches it into his hand and just and you just watch this snowball kind of disappear into the white of the mountain as you see one of the Yetis just
Look at that.
and they are coming right at you.
I was gonna say roll initiative.
Not yet, but they're gonna be here in like a quick minute. You got a minute to prepare.
You think? I have a great
Okay,
idea.
we should like move the people who still have horses.
Do
Put the
Yetis count
horses
with
in a safe.
Do Yetis count with as animals?
Are they
They're
beasts?
more of a monster. They're a monstrosity. They're not. They're
Okay.
not animals.
Bummer.
So animal spells wouldn't work on them.
No.
No. Darn, I was hoping they were beasts so that I can assume they're four.
Yeah, we should get ready to fight. And, like, would we have enough time to like light torches?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Gio, what kind of weapon do you use?
I have a great axe.
Anybody use like a club of any sort, or like a quarterstaff?
Kelly
I
does.
can't-
Kelly
I
has a
can't hear you,
quarterstaff.
Walter. What did you say?
Oh,
Oh, yeah, I
sorry.
have a quarter.
I'm gonna touch your quarterstaff and cast Chalet. Chalet.
Oh, I also
She-
have
she,
Chalet.
she has that
Touch
spell. She
my
has that spell.
quarterstaff,
I'm
Daddy.
gonna do it anyways.
Gio,
Okay.
my mom listens to these.
That's not my problem.
And she won't be
I'm
surprised.
making it your problem.
Sorry.
Okay.
Dimm sees them coming down the mountain, angrily equips his axe, and starts
Oh.
trudging forward, muttering
Wait.
obscenities.